Building a life I don't need a vacation from. That is what today's episode is about. At 61, I am finally building a life that I dreamed about. We're going to cover that in this video. I have been a daycare provider for a small daycare in my home for, oh my gosh, 30 years. A few of those years I took off to do a different job, but that is what I've done. I have loved it. It allowed me to be at home with my children. It allowed me to impact a lot of lives. And I have loved that chapter of my life. But as I go into a season where I'm going to be Oma, things have changed a little. Like I just want to be able to be and to do the things that I want to do. Does that mean not working? I probably will never not work. I love to work. I just want to do it on my terms. And I just want to do it from wherever I am is basically what I want. But that is what I am building. My life 3 years ago was so different than what it is today. 28 years ago when I had my twins, I talked about this in my first video, my body was left very crippled. And doing the basic things in life were challenging. One of the things that I hated the most was traveling, because with a crippled body, you never knew what was happening. And normally the last 3 times we were in Vegas, prior to the changes that I made in my life that have taken me from crippled to be able to function, it meant a mobility scooter I would rent so that I could get around. And that mortified me. Ugh, I hated it. I think because every time I thought, it just was so out of what I wanted to be known for and what I wanted in my life, that traveling and renting mobility scooters to get around was, it was just ick. I was grateful to be able to it allowed me to do the things that I needed to do, but it just felt gross. And it felt like, how did I get here? Like, I was the person, I by 9 in the morning, I had so much done that I did more from 6 in the morning till 9 than most people accomplished all day long, to finding myself in a body that simply did not work. And I couldn't do the things that I wanted to do. And it was frustrating to me. I can't tell you how many nights I laid in bed and my prayer was, God, either heal me, help me be content with this life, or just take me home. Like, when I had my twins and nearly died several times, my biggest prayer during that time was, let me raise my kids. Just want to raise my kids. I did that. My kids are 32, 30, 28, 28. And I tell them, if I die today, it's okay. Because I got to do what I needed to do. I got to raise my kids. I got to be the mom. All the things. And they are amazing. And they are filled with me. So I will be there with them forever. But as time went on and that pain totally controlled everything in my life, I hated it. I hated it. So when my friend started selling this supplement, I was like, I had zero hope that that would be the answers that I'd been praying for. And to this day, that just cracks me up. Like, I, yeah, I basically ordered it just so that I could spend time with my friend, look her in the eye, and be able to say it didn't work, but I hope this works for you. Oh my goodness. So the story goes crazy where within 2 weeks of using that product, that bovine collagen, and my body started changing so rapidly that it was blowing me away. It was blowing my husband away. My kids were seeing things they hadn't seen me be able to do for years. So then I was like, well, now we can live this life. Now what am I going to do? So with my grandbabies coming, my prayer has always been, I don't want to be a daycare provider for my grandchildren. No. Many of my friends have done that. That is not what I've ever wanted to do. But I do want to be that grandma, that oma, that daycare is closed this week. So I can just go and I can help with the kids. So that's my biggest reason for growing this business. I want to be able to do I want to be able to work from anywhere, not be restricted to where I'm at. And that's what this business does. Some of the things that I love about network marketing, the way that you get to impact lives, I love that. Whether that be with the products and the messages that I get from people, when you find things that change how your body works, I love that. But then when you can take that to a level of, I've been retired or I've been self-employed my entire life. Retirement? Huh, nah. But I'm willing to do this every day the rest of my life. It's fun. I can do it from wherever I want. I do it when I want. And I love that. And I love having an opportunity that I can give to other people to help them build their lives. I have people on my team that are building it to support their adult kids that are going through major medical things. I have people on my team that are building it so they can afford to buy all the products that they want. I have people on my team that just want to be able to get their products at a cheaper price. So I love that I have a package. I have a beautiful package that I can give to others that fits what they're looking for in their lives. And I love that. And I think about all the years and all the prayers of, God, I need healing, bring healing to me, and I believed that that was going to come from the medical community. So I kept seeking that and being turned away and given no hope. The hope for the medical community in all of my stuff was pharmaceuticals. That's where it went. That was a horrible place to live. I, ugh, the pharmaceuticals just made everything worse. And so to find a plant-based product that worked differently than anything I had ever used in a business that once I looked at, I couldn't unsee the possibilities in that. Game on. Let's go. I think one thing that I love the most is the small daily things that I can do that changed my life. So, of course, the biggest part of that is the products that I can take that helped to make my body work the way it was supposed to. I spent my entire life being so frustrated with why I couldn't lose weight and maintain that. I never understood why my body was different than anyone else's. It just needed help. It just needed it needed supplements. Boop, blows my mind still. My life has changed so much that sometimes I just feel like I want to pinch myself. So we had done 3 Vegas trips where I needed a mobility scooter each time. Ugh. Just, ugh, I just hated that. 2, we went to Vegas a year ago, and I will always have a crippled body. It will always be different for me than it is for a lot of people. But I was able to walk 10 to 12,000 steps a day. I was no mobility scooter. I could get around my hotel. We left the hotel, went to surrounding areas around us, and I was just so excited. Like, you don't realize what it's like to not be able to do the normal things in your life. It's just a crazy, crazy experience. And I hope that you never understand it, but there is hope. God didn't just heal my body, He gave me purpose. And when you're living in your purpose, you don't need to escape from that. So I love the life that God has brought me. I love the people that I get to do life with. And so often I just need to pinch myself. If you're tired of living your life for Fridays, for vacations, maybe it's time to build something better. Maybe it's time to look at different options in your life. Joy and healing are possible. And I am proof of that. And I'm so excited to share that with the world because life is about options. And if you aren't happy where you are, God has a purpose for you. And if you aren't doing what that purpose is, there will constantly be a stirring in your soul. I felt it every single day. And if you don't address that and figure out what that stirring is, your life, you're not content. Follow along, my friends, because I am just getting started and I am sharing this entire journey called life.